welcome to week 28 and 29. We were on vacation last week and I did not get a chance to film, so you're gonna see what we did a little bit in these clips.
Wow.
Now we have Ellie, the daredevil baby. She's about to dive off of this chair. Dive, dive, dive! Oh. Dive, Ellie, dive! Jump in! You feeling it?
Feeling it. I'm like, I want to be fun, but I just don't have energy.
Yeah.
I'm so out of it. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll just come. And even just that, I'm like, wow. I don't know if I can even just walk, all day. Because it's like, you want to explore, and normally when you're not pregnant, just walking all day is no big deal,
Yeah.
Before we went on our trip, I took the glucose test, and you guys know that I failed the first one. So I went and I took the second one, and I failed it. So I have gestational diabetes.
Not in me that. I was told it was going to be less concentrated. Apparently it's going to be more concentrated. Wow, my belly is getting so big. Okay. Alright, I have to be back at 9:15. They just drew my blood again. I'm here for the 3-hour test. If I fail 2 out of the 4 tests that they're going to do, then I have it.
So, many of you are asking now, what does it mean to have gestational diabetes? Like, what are you gonna have to do? Like, what are the changes you're gonna have to make? So this is what I had to do. First, I had to make an appointment to see a nurse and a dietitian, and they brought me in for a 2-hour appointment, and I learned all about what I'm supposed to eat and what I'm not supposed to eat. Mostly it's controlling carbs and not eating too many of them. And if I want to eat, I can pretty much eat whatever I want, but it just has to be portioned out and like measured out and made sure it's the right amount so that it doesn't make my blood sugars just go all over the place. And then after talking to the nurse, she explained that I'm going to have to prick my finger 4 times a day and test my blood. And here's a little clip of what that looks like.
So I pull this thing back and push the button and it pokes.
Alright.
Oh, but I have to put this little thing in here first. And wait for the blood drip sign. Okay. Oh no, it didn't get me. Ow, I felt that. Gotta get the blood out.
The blood is not out yet, Mom.
87.
Is that good or
The
bad?
blood is not out yet, Mom.
Actually.
Also, something that I have to plan for now is having at least a weekly visit with the nurse so that she can check my blood sugar levels and make sure that everything's okay. If they get too out of hand or like too high, I have to go on insulin or some medication that will help me to get my blood sugar level down. But right now, my blood sugar level, I've been checking it. So this is the second day that I've been able to prick my finger and test my blood, and I haven't had, it's been within the perfect range. So I haven't had any problems and I've been eating just like I should. It's been working. So I'm really, 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 really happy about that. There's another thing that I need to do, and that is check my ketone level. And that is basically making sure that I'm not losing weight, because when I lose weight, in my urine, ketones come out. It's pretty much acid, but when I'm pregnant, like if I wasn't pregnant, it wouldn't be a problem. It would just be like getting rid of toxins and like helping me to lose weight. But because I'm pregnant, that acid actually dumps on the baby, and so it's really, really bad. It can hurt the baby bad. So I have to check my levels for that and make sure that I'm eating enough. So if I'm not eating enough, then I have ketone problems. If I eat too much, then I have a lot of other problems. You're gonna hear what they are. Here are some of the risks, and this is just of gestational diabetes. It's not necessarily too high or too low, but just like having it be out of whack. So this is what it is. So the risks to the baby are a premature baby, and part of the reason for that is the babies are unusually large. They're growing the normal rate, but they're putting on a lot of weight. I can't remember exactly how to explain it, but the babies put on a lot of fat when you have gestational diabetes. Also, they have trouble breathing. They won't necessarily have it for sure, and they might not necessarily even put on a bunch of weight, but when you have this problem, if it's not taken seriously and if it's not controlled in the right way, then those are the risks. The baby can be born premature, be bigger than normal, and then they can have trouble breathing. So those are the risks. And then the risks to me are, I have an increased risk of developing preeclampsia. Also, the C-section rate goes up a lot. And then the possibility of developing type 2 diabetes after later in life, like 5 to 10 years down the road, goes up really high too. So, on a lighter note, let's talk about baby this week. Baby news! So the baby can be as tall as 17 inches. And can weigh 3 pounds at this point. The space in here is already starting to get cramped, and so I'm not going to be feeling as many huge kicks, but more like movement, jabs, and pokes instead of those hard kicks. So little jabs. After talking to a nurse, I found out the reason why I have gestational diabetes. And it can be a whole bunch of different things. There are a whole bunch of different factors and things, including like your race and your age and things like that. But my reasoning, I didn't have anything on the list except for one thing, and it's my mom. She had gestational diabetes, and so now I have it. That's the only thing. That's the only reason that I got it, and so I think it's just a genetics thing at this point. That's all we know as to why I have it. I'm learning so much about like what I can eat and what I can't, and mostly it's carbs, controlling carbs, because carbs turn to sugar in the bloods like immediately. And you'd think like don't eat sugar, but you can have sugar, but you just have to like eat it in moderation. There's so many things. I was so overwhelmed in the hospital when I went. I was just like, there's so much to learn, and I hope I can do it. And I've been doing pretty good. I think I've been doing really good considering my blood sugar levels have been really good. So the things that have changed, I have to have a meal plan and control my carbs, not calories, carbs. I have to self-test my blood sugar, and I have to exercise consistently because insulin might not work in my blood, but if I exercise, it's like a back door and the insulin is able to get into the cell or whatever, something like that. Exercise helps, that's the main point. All right, let's do some belly time. Wait, guys, before belly time, I have to show you a trick. Do you guys want to know a secret? So this is my trick when my pants are getting too small and I don't want to button them up anymore. I just take a little rubber band like that and I put it in my buttonhole right here, and then I loop it through, and that gives me a little bit of elastic and a little bit of give so that my pants will stay up, but so that my circulation isn't getting cut off either. So there's a little trick for ya. So here's my belly week 29. We have 2 weeks of growth here, and my belly is feeling so big. I'm actually already 5 pounds heavier than I was when I delivered James at my due date. Is that kind of crazy? Yeah. All right, here's my belly. Week 29. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, you can watch last week's pregnancy vlog over here. Also, you can watch my family on the beach house over here every day. And then you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google Plus if you want. And we will see you guys next week.